and myself were tip of the finger, and our headliner for the night is the hugely funny Zach Kahn. So
Don't worry about
hope you
it.
guys enjoy the set. And our host Brandon Williams.
Woo! Man.
Dirty Mule, make some fucking noise. Thanks for showing up tonight.
Woo!
Thanks for coming out. Glad to be here doing comedy at the Dirty Mule. I heard this place was classy. Does anybody live here? I swear I saw two ghosts on the drive down. Oh, man. I see a lot of people drinking. Anybody having some alcohol tonight? Yeah? Oh, stay away from this table. Yeah, I can't drink. I can't get drunk. When I get drunk, I start doing things that go against my morals, like listen to country music. You know, you've had one too many drinks when you're alone on the back porch smoking a cigarette backwards and singing Willie Nelson karaoke by yourself. Oh, shit. Here's the difference between getting drunk and smoking weed, because I like to smoke weed, right? I like to toke. That's my sin of choice, right? Smoking weed. Getting drunk is thinking you can drive those 2 miles home after partying all night at 6 a.m. Yeah. Smoking weed is trying to figure out what AM stands for. Hey, what time is it? 9:03, around morning, good sir. Oh, shit. Yeah, I like to smoke weed. I got so high one night, I decided to make a frozen pizza, right? Went to open the plate cabinet to get a plate out. To my surprise, in that cabinet was another fully cooked pizza. My girlfriend walked in on me eating 2 pizzas. She was like, "What are you doing eating 2 pizzas for dinner?" I said, "Hey, God works in mysterious ways." Plus, I didn't wake up this morning hoping to eat 2 pizzas. She was like, "Yes, you did." It's on your vision board, which, by the way, is a pizza box. Yeah. I was smoking weed one day watching TV, and I saw this commercial. One of those old commercials came on, and it was like, "What don't you understand? This is your brain." And he holds up an egg. And he was like, "This frying pan is drugs." Right? And then he cracks the egg into the frying pan. And he goes, "And this is your brain on drugs." Any questions? About this time, I'm pretty high. I'm like, "Well, damn, those eggs look pretty good." I'll take mine scrambled, please. Oh, shit. Did you hear this? I was looking around online and I saw that Oregon decriminalized drugs. All the drugs, right? Oregon's got a slogan, right? Yeah, we got the haystack rock. Oh, you said crack rock? Yeah, we got that too. Oregon. Oregon's got another slogan. We may not have the space needle, but we have a lot of used needles. Oregon, stay a while. This should be Oregon state slogan. Come on, man, let me get a hit. Just a little taste. You know I got you. We go way back. Hey, where are you going? I thought we were friends. Well, fuck you too then. Oregon, welcome home. I don't know about you, but this whole last year, I've been hearing this commercial on the radio. This lady comes on, and she's like, "I'm an ER nurse. And every day for 16-hour shifts, I have to wear slip covers over my shoes, gloves on my hands, a face mask, a face shield. You can wear a mask." Then this guy comes on and he goes, "And I'm a firefighter. And every day I walk up countless flights of stairs with 80 pounds of shit on my back." You can wear a mask. And then this lady comes on and says, "If I can dance in 6-inch heels, and dig my paycheck out of my ass. I crush beer cans with my tits for a living. Wear your fucking mask," right? I got fucking tired of that shit. Oh, man. Did you guys know this? I learned this. When you're playing Monopoly, if you're in jail, you can still buy and sell property and collect rent. What type of American gangster El Chapo bullshit is this? Next, you're going to tell me you can fucking put a murder hit out on the thimble. You get a conjugal visit from the top hat. Can you believe this? Monopoly's changed. Oh, shit. When I come to a traffic light, anybody come to a traffic light, there's a homeless person asking for change. I try not to make eye contact. Not because I'm a terrible person, but because I'm $8 away from becoming them. One more number 4 combo at Burger King, and I'm in a turf war with Craig for the roundabout.
Dude, yes.
No, you can have the stoplight by the Wendy's. Oh, shit. Hey, I called my dad the other night. Father's Day's coming up. I called my dad the other night and I said, hey, Pop, I've been meaning to tell you something. And he goes, you're gay. I was like, what? No. I'm doing comedy out of town this weekend. He goes, oh, fuck. I can't support this. I'd rather you be gay. I was like, oh. I told my girlfriend before I left the house, I was like, hey, I've been meaning to tell you something. She goes, yeah, I know you're gay now. I was like, what? Why are people jumping to that conclusion? She goes, well, your dad's calling everyone and telling them you're gay now. And he's very proud of you. Growing up on Thanksgiving, my dad would ask me what I wanted for Christmas. When I was a kid, right? And I asked one time for a remote control race car. And he said it was too expensive. Think of something else. Christmas morning comes, my little sister's out in the driveway driving her brand new Barbie Jeep Wrangler into the mailbox. Side swiping the dog, having the time of her life. That would always happen. My dad would ask me what I wanted. I said, I want this. My little sister would get it. I'd ask for something. My little sister would get it. The last time my dad asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I said, how about a stool and rope? Please. Oh, shit. Hey, before I get out of here, I got a few more, and then we'll get your next comic up here. When my grandfather died, I was taking his death pretty hard, the fact that he was going to die. And to help me cope with his death, he told me he believed in reincarnation and that this wasn't going to be the last time we'd see each other. And that, I took that to heart. Now, every time my cat watches me rub one out, I'm like, Grandpa, is that you? Stop making eye contact with me. Oh, man. The other night, we were going to go get a bite to eat. And on the way there, I realized we left the apartment unlocked. And I didn't want to turn back around, so I was trying to convince my girlfriend that we kind of live in a safe area, nothing's going to happen, right? Futile endeavor. She was like, what if somebody breaks in and steals the apartment? I was like, the entire apartment? Somebody's going to walk in and be like, you know what? I'll take it. No, the entire place. So, of course, I had to turn the car back around, right? So we're back at the apartment, which is still there, thank God. So are all the other surrounding apartments, miraculously. We go to walk in, and my girlfriend's like, oh, my precious, sweet Charlie, that's cat number 1. Hello, handsome Mr. Pitt, that's cat number 2. And then she's like, Marble? Marble, baby. Marble? Brandon, I can't find Marble. Somebody broke in and stole her. I was like, so somebody came in, saw my recording equipment, a flat screen TV, 2 MacBook Pros, and a couple bucks on the counter, looked down and said, jackpot, a cat. She was like, yeah, a cat burglar. I was like, that's not how they got their name, I don't think. Plus, what kind of cat burglar were they? They didn't take the precious cat or the handsome cat. They took the cat whose neck was gradually eating its own face. I'm sure they looked at it and was like, you know what? It's going to be a slow getaway this time, but worth it. Call your cousin. We're going to need his van. Help me roll this big girl out of here. She's fat, the cat. My girlfriend's here tonight. She's really big into science and astrology and shit. And depending on, she reads her horoscope every morning. So depending on what the horoscope says determines the rest of my fucking day. One time she read a horoscope where she said, somebody close to you cannot be trusted. I'm sitting right beside her. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go to the gas station and buy some cigarettes. You need anything? She was like, yeah, right. Are you going to go fuck the gas station? I was like, I wasn't planning on it. Why? Did the gas station say something? When you're in a situation like that, I'm telling you, you'll get tired of it, right? I got tired of it. So I found the website she was reading her horoscopes on. Sent in my resume, and that's right. Now I'm writing her fucking horoscope. Today's horoscope, feel blessed. You are truly loved. Tomorrow's horoscope, put it in your mouth one time. Please. Shit. Anybody been to Disney World here? Disney World, Disneyland? Yeah, you? My girlfriend loves Disney World, guys. She sees a place of wonder and excitement where life becomes whimsical and fantastic, right? I see 18,456 footsteps per day. I see children screaming and crying everywhere. Parents at their wits' end. Pawpaw's passed out in the street from a heat stroke. I was waiting for my girlfriend to come out of the bathroom, and while I was waiting, I heard this conversation of a couple in the crowd walking by, right? And it went a little something like this. What do you mean you forgot all the sandwiches for lunch, Kelly? I'm sorry, Eric, it kind of slipped my mind. Well, what are we going to do? I'm not going to pay $60 for lunch. Well, maybe if you can contribute to the family for once, Eric. He's like, oh, there it is. So it's my fucking fault you forgot this name, right? By this time, my girlfriend comes out of the bathroom and she's like, you'll never guess who's in there giving out hand wipes. Daisy Duck. Isn't this the most magical, happiest place on earth? I was like, yeah, it was real magical when I went into the men's room and Donald Duck was in there taking a shit. This is what it's like for me at Disney World. Hey, can you tell your kid to quit kicking the back of my seat? Thank you. No, sweetie, we're not going to wait 2 hours in line to ride the teacups. We'll watch that person ride the teacups. Stop holding my hand, Craig. I'm not your dad. And I keep telling you that. Okay, so you took all the smoking sections out of the park. So if I want to smoke a cigarette, I got to walk all the way outside. No, I'm not going to calm down. We spent a lot of money on this vacation. If I want to smoke a cigarette, I'm going to smoke a cigarette in the goddamn happiest place on earth, Disney World. We'll be back next year. Oh, shit. I'm actually from Atlanta. And I dated this girl who was a meteorologist on this local weather news station. She was the weather girl. And I thought everything was going well until I caught one of her weather segments on TV. I caught the end of it. So all I heard was, well, that's great. We're about to throw it over to our favorite weather girl, Alice. Alice, what are we in store for weather-wise tomorrow? Thanks, Jim. Well, guys, it's going to rain tomorrow. And if I know the rain like I think I know the rain, it's probably going to try to sneak in about 2:30 in the morning, drunk, smelling like cigarettes and regret, projecting feelings of insecurity because you can't get along with his mother. It's going to be a son of a bitch with abandonment issues, so bring an umbrella. The humidity is going to be high, like always. Well, we take pride in bringing you the local weather forecast and your local news here at this station. So remember, guys, it's going to rain tomorrow, and Brandon Williams, you have a small penis. I was like, what the fuck? It's going to rain tomorrow? All right, I'm Brandon Williams. We're going to have a great time tonight. Dirty Mule, Dirty Mule. You're going to be saying it tomorrow. Dirty Tips presents the Mountain Dew Comedy Showcase with your headliner, Zach Kahn. And your first comic of the evening is a very funny, very good friend of mine, the host of the Inebriated Instigators on Fridays. Check him out. Joshua Lynch, everybody. Give it up for Josh.
Give it up again for Brandon.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for coming out. We enjoy it. But my name is Joshua Lynch, and I have MS or multiple sclerosis. I feel like I always have to say that now so many times that I'm like at an AA meeting. And I need you all just to say, hi, Joshua. Thank you for helping me through my addiction. But what the MS actually means, it just means I'm Mr. Shaky. Because I don't have to move my arm when I jack off anymore. I also don't have to own a washing machine. Like I just now sit in my bathtub and just vibrate away. So shaking's great, y'all, except I probably shouldn't hold any of your babies. There we go. No, but there's another plus to the MS is now I get a shower chair. And I mean, those things can be fancy. Like mine leans out, goes back, so it makes it real easy for me to stick my beer out the side of the shower. Because I mean, technically, isn't it okay for me now to drink in the shower? Because I'm just naked in my lawn chair with some imitation rain. There's no judgment there. But because of the MS, that makes me Miss Josh Lynch, right? So does that mean I get to compete in women's sports now? Like, look, y'all. I mean, look at this. I ain't gonna win. But they look a lot better when they run by me. So that works. Anyone here go through a breakup last year? Looks like a lot of you are still happy love. But any of you just find that person? Anyone get broken up last year? Nope. Okay. Shit, you all in love. Well, my ass did get broken up. I had to go through a divorce. But what's nice about that now that everything's opening it up, My goal is just to go to the Baskin Robbins of pussy and try all 32 flavors. Sadly, so far, all I've had is a triple chocolate scoop fudge brownie and a little taste of a mystery flavor. I still really don't know what that flavor was, though. Oh, whatever. But I'm going to share with y'all a story tonight about the first time I tasted that cream, actually. And this was back in college. And it first started out the weekend as my buddies bet me, said, we don't think you can lose your virginity at this party. Huge old fraternity party. 4 colleges came in. Best chance. I was like, I'll take the bet. Let's do it. Get there to the big party. It was already going on, so I had to catch up. So I shotgunned 2 Four Locos. And this was back when the Four Locos were like cocaine. So, I mean, shotgun 2 of them. I turned into Charlie Sheen like that. I mean, I was winning. Then I get into the party, though. This girl walks up to me. Hey, can you help me find my drunken mistake tonight? Like, baby, you're looking right at him. So then being a virgin, I was freaking out because I didn't have a condom. So I was running around the whole party trying to find a condom. But the only money I had in my wallet was a $50 bill. Found a kid. He's like, well, you got to pay me for it. I'm like, well, I don't have. Do you have change? Nope. That or no condom. So I went, fuck it. I spent $50 on that condom. And I actually forgot to use it. So I really should have asked for a refund policy. But then we go. She takes me upstairs, sits me down. It's the whole, I need to go freshen up, baby. I'm like, okay. And fellas, we've all done this. You know, when the lady goes out and you know what's about to happen, you got to fluff up a little bit. You know, you don't want to go with a little tic-tac coming, so you got to fluff up a little bit. Well, I have no clue where my soldier was. I'm over here a slapping, a hitting. It ain't working. I mean, I would have taken whiskey dick over Four Locos dick. But she came in butt-ass naked, did her thing. She started trying. Nothing was working. So I said, screw it. I've watched some porn before. I'll just eat some cookie. Throw her down on the bed. I'm like, okay, can I just act like Cookie Monster? So I said, okay, I'm just going to down there. And let me tell you all what, that was one stale-ass cookie. I mean, that's like the Oreos you have in the back of the cupboard that you find, you pull them out. It's an Oreo, so you're still going to eat it, but you know it's nasty because y'all know I kept eating it. So I did, and then I tried to go inside, you know, but I'm just knocking on the door, just a knocking. Then I gave up and got tired and rolled over and went to bed. I woke up, though. Phone was dead, no money in my wallet. I got back to campus, though, 2 hours away. Most awkward thing, she had to drive me part way. Just wasn't a fun way to get back. Got back to campus, got up to my friends. They all looked at me and went, well, you lost. I'm like, no, I didn't lose. I got a naked chick like that. Don't count. If you don't walk in the kingdom, it doesn't work. I'm like, shit. I licked it, though. I licked the door. Like, that doesn't work. So I lost the bet and actually had to shave my head completely bald. Even more than this. But that wasn't the worst part about this whole experience. Because it was when I got back to campus, they already knew about all of this because she wrote about it in her blog before I got back to campus. Whole story in the blog. Still not the worst. Week later, I get the clap. No shit. So for the next 2 years, every single time I'd walk into a class, everybody would stop. All stop, look, and just like shit. I was known as the guy who got the clap from Shamu for 2 years. Oh, and then she wrote about me again in her blog and said I'm the one who gave her the clap. And I'm like, oh no, sweetie, that shit was gray and tasted like 10-year-old cookies. I know where it came from. Mine didn't even work. So, but y'all, dick didn't get better as time went along. I'm just saying, because now with the MS, shit still don't work. But doctor did give me 2 solutions though. First one was an implant, aka a bionic weenie. And I was starting to flip through the catalog, and I was about to get the Apple Dick X. I mean, it had Bluetooth, it had a heart rate monitor, you know. I could change skins, like I could go Asian, Mexican. I had to upgrade to the Dick X Plus if I wanted the black version. You know, that one costs a little bit more. But when the doctor told me I was going to outlive the warranty, though, that's when I went, fuck you, doc. Because I ain't dealing with those telemarketer calls to call me and tell me that my dick warranty is out. I ain't dealing with that. But we did find a solution, y'all. We found dickroids. Yep. No shit, I got a little clear vial in my freezer. Got to shake her up. I got actual heroin needles, you know, and then it's a boom, stab the dick. Because I know you all felt that one. But I told y'all I'm shaky. So try it. One time I slipped and hit my leg. Let's just say I found the new super soldier serum at that point. 30 seconds, my leg turns into the Hulk and I start kicking through doors, kicking through walls. But hell, if it does that to my leg, what do you think it does to my dick? I mean, I can't go around, start fucking holes through walls. You try to stand behind a door, I'll open that door. I'll start beating intruders with it. Oh yeah, and it keeps it going. I mean, shit, this thing has gone so long that I've had to go to the ER with an erection lasting over 4 hours before. So, women, I cope with y'all when you don't get yours, and it fucking sucks. So, men or selfish lesbians, I don't know. Just finish the damn job. But anyone who's single, though, I just told y'all I'm shaky. So I shake and have a 4-hour battery life. I'm never not going to finish the job. Just your own personal human vibrator right there. But I've had to talk about the dickroids so much now that I've had people legitimately reach out to me to try to buy some. And I went, screw it. I'll become a neighborhood-friendly drug dealer. Boy, got to make a side hustle. Because, I mean, hey, I got drugs that can get you high, horny, lose your heart rate. I'm the best of both worlds. So I met this guy up. I told him to meet me in the alley behind the Chick-fil-A. We get there, and being your neighborhood-friendly drug dealer, I had to make sure that show him that I'm not selling him sugar water or anything. So, you know, I got to test it for him and show him how to make it work. And, y'all, that was part of the deal, too. The cash was just for the needle. He had to give me a blowy for the delivery fee. And nothing's a better revenge protest than getting your dick sucked by a guy named Jesus on a Sunday behind the Chick-fil-A. I mean, talk about the second coming. But no, the MS to me also now makes me a master stripper. Because one time down at a strip club in Juarez, Mexico, I bet this stripper that she couldn't unwrap the Starburst with her pussy. And if she did, I'd get up and go full dong on stage. Well, she unwrapped that shit. I still don't know how. I don't know what teeth was down there, nothing. I was keeping my hands away. But one of my nasty ass friends ate the Starburst and got a cold sore in 3 days. We know where that came from. But I held up my part of the bargain, you know. I get up on stage and I just started shaking. And they walked me into Taylor Swift to Shake It Off. So I'm literally just, okay, shaking off down, vibrating all the clothes off, you know. Get down to just my underwear. I prepared, though, So I put a little rip in it so I could just one hand, kaboom. And I just ripped it off. And hey, y'all know I was roided up at that point then. So I just fall down the ground and start doing some dick ups. Little boom. Then start vibrating around. I looked like a human shake weight. Just human shake weight popping around. So, y'all hit me up if you want your neighborhood friendly drug dealer. If y'all got any health problems, I got you hooked up. If you want a human vibrator, always finishes the job, don't complain, y'all got it. Just hit me up on OnlyFans. Mr. Shaky Gets Sexy. I know you all want to see what's on there, but let's keep it up going through the rest of the night. I'm Josh Lynch.
Give it up for Joshua Lynch one more time, everybody. He also does church parties and kids' birthdays. Oh, shit. Josh was talking about a strip club. I'm from Atlanta. It's known for its traffic and strip clubs. You actually sit in traffic waiting to get to the fucking strip club longer than you're at the strip club. When you get there, you might see a titty before you have to head back home. I don't get why guys go to a strip club after a breakup. It doesn't make sense to me. Me giving money to a woman who won't let me touch her, nor will she have sex with me. I thought that's why we broke up in the first place, Cinnamon. You said we had something special. Anyways, we're going to bring up your next comic. He is an up-and-coming comic out of Kansas City. You can catch him at the Kansas City Comedy Club, actually. Open up to some big names, if I can say my words right. A very handsome guy. If we were Avengers tonight, he'd be the handsome one. Give it up to a very handsome hippie, Mick Rice Hall, everybody.
Wow, hey, thanks for coming out, everybody. You guys are fantastic. You don't know what you're going to do. I get really high, and then I get tired. Then I just feel like I need to get high again. And then I'm tired again. Like, what do I do? I don't know. That's just how you do it, man. Is everybody working right now? Everybody working? Yeah, hell yeah. I got a job. That's always fun. I don't. I got fired. It's really fun. Really fun being unemployed. I love it. Yeah, it's in fact, I'll tell you what, unemployment naps are far better than regular naps. That's really fun. You just.
It's not working?
I should get my life together, but I'm so tired, I need a nap. Like, you can really just, the unemployment naps, you just don't give a fuck, man. You really don't give a fuck. It's great. You sleep. I sleep like a baby. That's always fun. I'll tell you what, jobs, when I did have a job, I don't like being around people 40 plus hours a week, right? I don't think any human should be around each other 40 plus hours a week. Like, I don't like being with my wife 40 plus hours a week. That's why I go to work. That's why I go to work. So I don't have to be with her. She's cool. I am married. I've been married to my first wife for 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in August. Isn't that fun, guys? Yeah, we're happily married right now. Right now I say that. She'll probably leave me. Guaranteed. She'll leave me. But I'll tell you what, she ain't going to leave me right now because I'm not worth anything. She's smart. I know she's smart. She'll leave me when I'm worth something. Joke's on her. I ain't going to be worth shit. Never. Me? No, not me. That's the one. I'll tell you what, if I do have a job, I try to maintain positivity at work, right? I do. The only way I can justify that is looking for change on the ground, right? If I find a nickel, that's a 5-cent raise. Hey, that's positivity right there, right? If I find a quarter and a half-smoked cigarette, I'm doing good that day. Yeah. At least for that hour, got to think, just got to be positive. I love it, right? My manager, he can't make up his mind. 1 minute he says, hey, work harder, Mick. Next second he's like, oh, Mick, get rid of that boner. Like, oh my God. God damn it. Man, come on, dude. Hey, I can only work 2 ways, all right? Really hard or slightly soft. I can't do both. No, you're not going to get to not the same hour. That's not the one. I love it, guys. In fact, you guys, Any OnlyFans in here? Like people that do OnlyFans? You can give out your whatever, your handle. What do they call that? I don't know. I guess OnlyFans, like porn, like that's if you do the OnlyFans, that's supporting local. That's local porn, right?
Woo!
Local. I love it.
Hell yeah.
In fact, I'll tell you what, people do get jealous of like people that do OnlyFans. I don't know why. Why would you get jealous? They're working just like us, right? They're working just like us. They're making it. I'll tell you what. There's an industry where people buy dirty panties. I'll tell you what they buy. There is a market out there for women that sell dirty panties. They just wear it all day and they sell it. I'll tell you what, the pair that I'm wearing, $75. All right. Yeah, I'm Susan. He thinks I'm Susan. He's like, oh, she works real hard. You know. Yeah, I know. It's a market though. It's a market. It's not the worst kink. We don't kink shame around here, right? Somebody says I'd rather be I hate when I'm mad, and somebody says I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on, right? Am I right? I'm like, no, because I don't kink shame about that either, right? Golden showers, you don't kink shame, right? It's always fun. I love you guys. You're doing great, right? This is wonderful. Is everybody from where are we at right now? Are we at Pittsburgh? No, we're at a different place, right? Where are we at? The Dirty Mule. All right. No, I don't know. I mean, they're like, oh, where the fuck are we? Actually, you don't even know where you're at. That's okay, man. Did you eat edibles too? That's always fun. You guys are great. I'll tell you what, I'm from Gladstone, near Kansas City. It's not a fancy place. It's kind of like a little rinky-dink little place. I'm not fancy at all. I used to live in a fancy duplex. It was too fancy. That's why I don't live there anymore. Now, I'll tell you what, they sold it to us. They sold it to us as a 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2 full baths, a half bath, and a quarter bath. And I said to the guy, I'm like, what's a quarter bath? And they're like, that's a room with a sink in it. Like, what are you doing there? Like, that's you freshen up. You can brush your teeth. It's great. It's a room with a sink in it. Like, yeah, freshen up. Tits, and ass. I got it. That's a horse bath. That's what that is. You're not gonna trick me. No, I'll take it. We took it. Now, master bathroom had a bidet in it. You guys don't know what a bidet is. A bidet is one of those things, keep water yeah, and I took a look at that thing. I'm like, dude, how tall you got to be to ride this thing? Huh? That's great. It gets you where you need to go. I recommend it. 10 out of 10 recommend. That's the one. You guys are great. I'll tell you, my favorite way to clean the bathroom is to douse the whole thing in bleach, close the door, and then see how much I can wipe up before I pass out. Right? I thought I seen God once, right? No, it was a hallucination of Mr. Clean. That's who that was. Here's a tip. You drink too much. My favorite kind of toilet to puke in is one with a bidet in it, right? So you can rinse your mouth out when you're done. It's a solid piece of advice right there. Take it home, take it with you for the rest of your life. You're gonna love it.
I didn't think of that.
It's disgusting right now, but in the moment, it's rather convenient. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a trick. Another trick I like to give you guys. Here's another tip you can have. If your car smells like weed, right? If you got a weed problem, I always smoke weed in my car, and I like to keep dryer sheets. Okay, I keep dryer sheets in here. I stuff all the dryer sheets in the vents, and I crank that heat up. I crank it way up. I crank the fan up, and I blast it, right? And it's blasting. You're like, yeah, I can smell it. It's like, whoa, this is how my laundry feels. Wow, it's crazy. It's fun. Do we have weed smokers? Any weed smokers out there? Yeah, oh yeah, we're all stoners at heart, right? Stoners versus alcoholics. Now, we're going to do a battle of all the stoners on this side, all the alcoholics on this side. We're going to just do a wall, right? Yeah, we're all going to see who can win. I bet the alcoholics will win. Stoners will give up halfway. Alcoholics won't know where to go. They won't work together. That's always fun. See, I've been sober from alcohol for 2.5 years. I just can't. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at drinking. Not me. But you can call me California sober. That's the one. Call me California sober. And you can call me Colorado sober because I'll eat some shrooms. I love shrooms. In fact, you can call me Washington sober because I'll smoke some crack. Only in Washington, though, because it's fine. It's decriminalized there, so it's perfectly legal, I'm sure. I think that's how that works, right? I smoked it. That's the one. I appreciate it, guys. I'll tell you what, Colorado, I remember when it went legal in Colorado. That was fun. We were like, ooh, we got to go smoke this weed legally, right? Like, we want to go out there and smoke this weed. So we went out there. We were smoking. This weed, it's missing its edge. I think I need to smoke this weed illegally, right? I think that's part of the high, like the risk. That's what that is. So we're like, where are we going to smoke this illegally in Colorado? We're like, it's still illegal federally, right? So we went and smoked it at Rocky Mountain National Forest because that's federal grounds, man. we were smoking it. We're like, man, this is some fire weed. And then Smokey the bear came out. He was like, fire? We're like, no, Smokey. Come on, man. No, weed, man. He's like, I'll show you primo. He pulled out a fat sack. Man, we smoked with Smokey. You never would have known Smokey the bear smokes, right? It's in his name, but who knew, man? Right? He's a good guy. He's a good guy, too. Great stories. Just like Mr. Clean. He's really fun. Yeah, it's always great. I can't wait for it to be legal here, right? I mean, Missouri, we're like half chub legal, I would call it. That's what I like to call it, half chub legal. Because it's just medical, right? So, like, in Kansas, we're in Kansas, right? So where we're at, we don't know. We don't fucking. But it's going to be legal here eventually, I'm sure. I can't wait, you know. I'll miss the paranoia because that's part of the high, too, right? So, like I said, I always smoke in my car. I always smoke weed in my car. So, like, every once in a while, you know, whoop, whoop, I see blueberries and cherries behind me. Uh-oh, the police, what are we going to do? What do? I throw my weed out the window. That's what I do. I have to, right? And in my luck, the cop just goes right past me. Just keeps going right past me. I'm like, cool, man. Didn't get a ticket. Now I got to go get my weed. Not only can I not afford a ticket, I can't afford more weed. All right, I can't afford either. So I just don't take the risk. That's the one. Now, and I'll tell you what, I like to keep a bucket, a picker, and a safety vest in my trunk because when I'm looking for weed, right? It's not looking like I'm looking for weed. It's looking like I'm doing community service. You know, I trick them. You know. At 3 a.m. on the side of the highway, I'm doing community service. Yeah. I mean, dude, you can find a lot of drugs, a lot of good drugs on the side of the highway. And I mean, why do you think people adopt a highway? It's not because they're good people. No, there's excellent drugs on the side of the highway. It's really good drugs. You guys are great. Hey, give it up for yourselves, guys. It's fantastic. Love yourselves. You love yourselves. You don't, I mean, I know you're at a bar drinking, but you love yourselves, right? I love you guys. You're wonderful. Fantastic. I'm going to do some one-liners. How about that? You guys want some one-liners? That'll be fun. All right. I said to my friend, hey, holler at your boy. He said, hey, don't tell me how to raise my kids, Mick. It's ridiculous. I got some China that on the bottom say made in Korea. And I'm like, well, I want the real stuff. I want the real stuff. This is not name brand. It's a really good one, guys. It's really. I think the pen is mightier than the sword, right? Wouldn't you say? I mean, people don't, see people using swords every day. And how many people are dying in prison from sword stabbings? None. Pen stabbings. Writing utensil jokes. Am I right? Hey, what's this? I was always jealous of the kids in private school because I thought they got to use the number 1 pencil. Another one. What's next, man? A fucking marker joke or what? What's he gonna do? This fucking guy. Hey, I like cleaning out my fridge. I do. I like cleaning out my fridge because it's like a blast from the past, right? My condiment section. That's like a time capsule, huh? I found some of that purple ketchup from the 90s. Woo! Wow. That's where it's been. That verde sauce that Taco Bell used to have. I've been keeping that too. I've been holding on to that. I'm sure it's worth like $10 on like eBay or something. Kind of like Beanie Babies, right? I got $10,000 worth of Beanie Babies, but nobody wants them. Is it really worth that much? Oh my God! Get rid of the Beanie Babies. I should have sold. They were like that Dogecoin at one point, right? Beanie Babies were like Dogecoin. You see them on eBay, they're like, this one's worth 10 grand. It's like, yeah, but nobody's buying it. So, like, what are we gonna do with it? I got it. Don't worry about it. That's cool. It's a tangent. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. I love you guys. Also in my refrigerator on the side, that condiment section, I found MTV music videos. That's where they were, in the condiment section, in your refrigerator. Carson Daly, hello. You've been there the whole time. He's like, hey, what's up? This is fantastic. I am loving every second of this. I don't know if you guys are, but I am. I'm having a good old time. I'm on cloud 9 up here. I think it's because of the edibles, not because of the comedy. It's always fun. I'm on an expansive amount of drugs right now. A whole bunch. I could like take a 10-bar test, right, and probably pass with an 80 out of 10. 80%, baby. I practiced for this one. Hey, one time I did have to take a piss test, and it was for a Class E, and I had to do like a DOT test. It was a physical. So I thought we were going to do a drug test. So I got one of those fake bags of piss and one of them with the strap. It's Monkey Whiz, right? So you can pass the test. Now this one, I did the test and I said to the lady, I'm like, hey man, did I pass? And she's like, what? Pass what? I was like, the test. She's like, no, this is a check for diabetes. And I'm like, oh man, I'm never gonna know if I have diabetes. Like I don't know still to this day. I eat too much sugar. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have the beaties. Probably one day. It runs in my family. The beaties runs in my family. My family don't run, but no, I'm sorry. That's fucked up. Hey, give it up for my wife. She's in the back, guys. Give it up for her, right? She's fun. I'm just kidding. She's not here. She ain't gonna support this. What? 2 hour drive down here to wherever the fuck we are. Fucking fun. You guys are great. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Oh yeah, guys, I'll tell you what. I've had a hell of a good time. I'm gonna end with a soup joke, a real nice soup joke, huh? It's not soup season anymore, but I'm gonna tell it. That's the one. Hey, soup is complicated, right? Soup's a complicated kind of food. I'm gonna explain this all. Okay, so soup in the soup factory. In fact, the soup factory, you have to cook the soup hot. You have to cook the soup real hot, right? And so what they do, they cool the soup down because it has to go to the shelf. It's got to go room temperature in the can at the shelf. I pick up this soup, right? I pick up this soup, and it's real nice soup. I like to eat soup hot. So what do? I heat the soup up. And in fact, I heat it up too much. It's too hot. So when I'm trying to eat it, what do? I slip a couple ice cubes in it. Yeah, I think I'm slick. Yeah, no, I put too many ice cubes in it. It's too cold. What am I doing? What was I thinking? I have no clue. Now here I go. Oh, what do I know what I'll do. I'll slip it in the microwave, right? Pop that puppy in there, 30 seconds, nuke it. Too long. I don't know the power of my microwave. Jesus. Well, who am I? I don't know. So what do? I try to let it sit there. I let it sit there. It's too hot. Let it sit there. Maybe it cool off. 30 minutes goes by. I'm a stoner. I forget about it. I come by. I'm like, hey, my soup. Oh. What do? Oh, I try to eat it. It's too cold again. What am I? Oh, I don't know. But I think I understand how that picky bitch from Three Little Bears feels, right? I do, man. That's anticlimactic as hell, but it was all worth it. We got there. You know what? I don't think I ever related to that bitch more. Breaking and entering free soup. Isn't that great, guys? Yeah, she's wonderful. You guys are my favorite. In middle school, I got this DVD VCR combo in middle school. That was fun. Yeah, I was like stoked. I was like, yeah, I can watch my dad's and my brother's porn. Hell yeah. Yay, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm Nick Rice Hall. I don't know where the hell we are, but thank you all so much for supporting live comedy. Brandon, everybody.
Keep it going for Mick Rice Hall, everybody. He was kind of here. Oh, shit. Every time I have to go on a journey to buy weed, there's always a bridge troll that pops up and asks me a riddle, and it's Mick Rice Hall, everybody. Oh, shit. Hey, did you guys know, I just read this while I was in the back. They have autonomous semi-trucks now. Artificial intelligent big rigs driving down the freeway. Doing cocaine and listening to Pearl Jam, I bet. All right, guys, we're going to bring up our next comic. If you like Celine Dion or Kenny G or other like-minded artists, you are not going to like this group. The very funny Matt Pike and Jake Foster, give it up for the one and only tip of the finger comedy, guys. Make some fucking noise, Dirty Mule.
Still smells like weed up here.
You just break it up.
So you ever had your old lady tell you that you can't fool around because Aunt Flo's in town? Saying she's on her period. That's what I'm talking about. Well, here at the Dirty Mule, we believe that through love, anything is possible. And if she really loves you, she'll get off her period for you. If this is really love, you'll get off your period. You'll do it for me.
It looks dope. Yeah, that's awesome so far.
And you're gonna have to choose. Which one would you rather lose? Is it me or your period?
What? I didn't realize that the mic's right there. Oh, what were you saying?
What's up,
And if
you
you don't stop
brothers?
bleeding tonight, it's probably gonna start a fight. If you're still on your period, I'm gonna find somebody new. If bleeding's all you're gonna do, you're always on your period. Ooh, If this is what you really want, always bleeding out of your cunt. Sorry, guys. Stay away from me. Because you're so damn fucking selfish. Always smelling like a shellfish when you're on your period. And your menstrual situation is the root of my frustrations. Won't you get off your period? Cause I've never been a fan of blood. I'd rather put it right up your butt than fuck you on your period. Woo! The crowd. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming out. It's good to see at least, a handful of people in here tonight.
Yeah.
I love it. But I want to tell you about the week I had. It's pretty rough. I did a little jail time recently. And while I was locked up, they started calling me pussy butt. For real. And I wasn't the hardest dude in jail, but I was definitely the tightest. And jail was tough, man. Those dudes were in there fighting doggy style. I had to join a gang just to save my ass. Literally. And they were called the Cracker Japs. Japanese and white only gang. Long story short, I raped a man. It was self-defense, and it was also part of the initiation, so it was 2 jailbirds, 1 stone. My girlfriend picked me up. She admitted that she had cheated on me twice. Now, I'm not saying this is the worst 12-hour hold I've ever been on, but it was definitely the hardest. Get it? Yeah. 12 hours, she cheated on me twice. Whatever. Anyway, so we went down to Louisiana this week. We were down in the Everglades and rescued a cat. He was going to get eaten by the alligators. And you can tell he's from the South, too, because he meows like, meow, meow. Crazy fucking cat. And same trip, we were down there in Louisiana, and we passed by a sweet potato research facility. That's the real thing. They actually have a research facility dedicated to sweet potatoes in Louisiana. So we took a tour. And the guy takes us out back, and he goes like this, and he's like, we took the whole field full of sweet potatoes, and we turned them into sour potatoes. It took 2 months. But could you imagine going home smelling like sweet potatoes every night? Guy's wife, like, you smell so bad, you smell like sweet potatoes. why couldn't you have got a job at a cucumber research facility, you know? He's like, because cucumbers ain't going to save the world, bitch. You know? Oh, you guys are a great crowd. Thanks for coming out. So, you guys like nature walking, right? Like, that's my favorite thing, is just go out and be with nature, away from people. And it's weird because I'm passionate about being around people, but I also love nature. So sometimes you might get out there in nature and you look around and be like, man, Mother Nature is really a MILF. You know what I mean? Like, Mother Nature's a fucking MILF. It's hot. So that's what this song's about. It's really ridiculous. There's always mountains of pussy waiting for me. Everywhere I go, I look at the ocean, I get the notion there's some pussy waiting down below. And I can see nipples in the ripples, and I'm about to blow my load. Ho, 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 ho. I'm about to blow my load. Ho, 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 ho. I look at the bluff, it's shaped like a muff, and I'm about to climb up. I'm thinking this big rock needs some good cock. I hope it likes it rough. We'll need lubrication for this situation, 'cause I don't want the rock to chafe. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, I don't want the rock to chafe. Hey, 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 hey. I'm looking at this field, thinking about the yield of all the pussy this field will grow. When I finger the dirt, I make it squirt, cause an earthquake down below. And I make the trees get on their knees, and they blow me like the breeze. He's. Yeah, they blow me like the breeze. He's. When I walk through the meadow, I get a peep show. There's always titties hanging off the vine. Look at the water, start getting harder. I got a three-way on my mind. But there was confusion, got a contusion, and I couldn't fuck for a while. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, I couldn't fuck for a while. Ha, 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 ha. But while I was healing, I got to feeling like everything would be fine. 'Cause while I was resting, I got to thinking about the titties hanging off the vines. So I got up and put my clothes on and headed off for a good time. Ha, 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 to grab the titties hanging off the vines. Ha, 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 ha. Thought everything would be fine. Ha, 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 ha. But on the way there, I got sidetracked. I made a very grave mistake. 'Cause while I was walking, I got to gawking at the pussy willow by the lake. And while I was in her, I got splinters, and it was more than I could take. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, the pussy willow by the lake. Hey, 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 hey. It was a very grave mistake. Hey, 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 hey. I created a revolution in my delusion to grab the titties hanging off the vines. And in conclusion, this was all an illusion. But man, the titties sure looked fine. Ha, 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 ha. Everybody sing along this time. Ha, 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 ha. I didn't hear you guys that time. Ha, 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 ha. Little better this time. Ha, 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 ha. There we go. And the titties hanging off the vine. Ha, 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 ha. And the pussy willow by the lake. Hey, 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 hey. It was a very great mistake. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, there we go. That's the kind of. All right. Now I want you guys to stand up and clap. Everybody stand up and clap. We need a standing ovation. We need a standing ovation. You stand up and clap. Now, I said stand up and clap. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. We're tipping the finger. That was our first standing ovation. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And now back to you, Brandon.
Running from the back was the most exercise I've had this year. They stopped abruptly. Tip of the finger, everybody. Make some fucking noise, you dirty mules. All right, guys, we're going to keep it going. Just straight into it and feed off that energy you guys have. That standing ovation at the Dirty Mule down in Pittsburgh. Unbelievable. You guys made it to this show. Okay, shit. Well, you're headlining tonight for the Mountain Dew Me Comedy Showcase presented by Dirty Tips. It's a very funny comic. All I know is he's also a handsome guy. Give it up for Zach Kahn, everybody. Hi guys. How's it going? I used to be really fucking good at this. Like I was fucking really good, like fucking killing it, right? You can ask those guys. That's why I'm a headliner when I haven't done this in like a year and a half or whatever. It's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? Is like Michael Jordan. You guys remember Michael Jordan? Yeah. Like he was fucking killing it, right? Just like owning everything, playing basketball. And then he like quit to go play baseball, like pursue his childhood dream of going to play baseball. Like I kind of got forced into pursuing a childhood dream. You know, like quarantine stuff all happened. So I was pursuing my childhood dream of like sitting around my house, smoking weed and playing video games. Fucking killing life. But just like Jordan, like I have to come back, you know, to what I'm really great at, like in this. But if you remember, he didn't win it the first year back. So that's what you guys are getting right now. Like you're getting 45, Jordan. Like after I do a couple more shows, I'll switch back to 23 and be good again. But until then, this is what you guys are stuck with. I always looked up to Michael Jordan. I was envious of him. Like, because his dad got murdered. You remember? Like, that's why he quit playing basketball. I guess that only makes sense if you know my dad. Like, no, you'll get it. I mean, I'll tell you more about him later, I guess.
It looks cool.
So I went back and forth on whether I wanted to talk about like COVID and all that stuff.
Because I really don't want to. Like, nobody wants to hear about that. We've just all like lived through it for forever now. I don't really want to, but I wrote a joke about it like before it really became a big thing. And then I was gonna go tell it, but then like all the shows got canceled, so I couldn't tell it. So I've been like holding this joke like over a year, like a year and a half. Like it's been a while now. You remember like before everybody got like quarantined and had to stay home, and like COVID was just that thing you heard about on the news a couple times. You guys remember when that was like the way it was? And there was that first guy in the United States that tested positive in New York. And this asshole like breaks out of quarantine to go to his kid's middle school dance. Like, that's fucked up. Like, even at the time, I was like, that's fucked up, man. Like, he could kill all those children. Like, that's horrible. Like, that dude needs to be, like, publicly executed as to prevent other people from trying shit like this. That's super fucked. That's, like, attempted murder or something, really, when you think about it. Super fucked up. But then I found out it was an all-girls private school. I was just like, oh, okay. Fair enough. It's okay. I know that sounds bad, but I have a daughter, so I can like fairly say like children in general are awful. You guys, who has kids? None of you. You guys have kids. Kids are they're shitty, right? They're like shitty human beings. I love them. Don't get me wrong, and I'm nice to them, but they suck. They ruin everything, really. My daughter will just say the worst shit, like the worst things that you could possibly say in a situation. She'll say it. She's 7. We were having like a Nerf gun fight. You guys like fight with Nerf guns? It's me and my fiance versus the 3 kids. And it's bad enough. She calls it when you shoot the gun, she calls it banging, which is bad enough. Except we've got them like pinned into a bedroom. We're on either ends of the hallway. And they come out of the bedroom, and we're just like mowing them down from both sides. And she screams, "They're gang banging us!" Fucking ruined it, and dropped the gun and walk away. I'm like, I can't be participating in any shit where 7-year-olds are yelling shit like that. I have to leave the situation immediately. We were at the park, and they were playing hide and seek. And she's like got her special hiding place, which is fine. But she's calling out to one of the other kids that's hiding. She's like, "Devin, come in my special place." And the kids at the park yelling, "Come in my special place." And I know I have to speak up and say something. So I'm like, hey, whose fucking kid is that? Like, somebody get your kid. Awful. Worst thing about kids is like, I can't smoke weed in my living room anymore. You guys ever smoke weed in your living room? No, but you used to, right? And it was glorious, wasn't it? The kitchen was just right there. Like your TV and your video, like you're set up. But then you have children, and you can't do that anymore. So you have to find places to hide from them. And I got this genius idea to like hide in the bathroom. And like act like I was just using the bathroom, so I'm sitting on the toilet, like pants around my ankles, fucking like smoking weed. But if you have kids, you know, they don't give a fuck. They're just gonna come in there anyways. Like, "Daddy, my toy's broken. Hey, is a panda a bear or what?" Like get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I'm pooping, go away. And I'm worried that that's going to fuck them up someday. Like, not secondhand weed smoke that they're getting, but like, I'm worried that someday somebody's going to offer them weed, and they're just going to be like, "Ew, no, it smells like my dad's shit." And then they're not going to want to try it. And they really fucking need it, man. Like, I can't wait. Kids suck, but people younger than me in general that make me feel old suck. I hate them. I was watching SNL like last year or something, and Migos were the special like musical guests. You guys know Migos? Well, it's fucking shit. It's fucking awful shit, and it sucks. And the worst part about it is that it made me have this moment when I was like, back in my day, we had Tupac. Back in my day, I realized I was the old fucking asshole who was like, oh, back in my day, we had good music that fucking meant something, not this fucking bullshit. And I felt really old, but also not, I didn't think I was wrong or anything. Like, I still listen to Tupac. Like, I still like Tupac. You guys like Tupac? A lot of rap fans in this room, huh? I don't know. I still listen to Tupac. I was listening to Tupac the other morning, like, on my way to work. I stopped to get some coffee. I'm driving through the drive-thru. Tupac, that song Hit 'Em Up's playing, you know? Like, grab your Glocks when you see Tupac. Singing along to it, because it's a good song. And I'm just, like, not paying attention. My phone starts doing this thing where it's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I have an iPhone. If you guys have ever heard your phone make that sound, it's because it's about to call 911. My phone's like seriously like died, like about to make an emergency phone call. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I stop it, and I realize the next line in that song is, "Call the cops when you see Tupac." And apparently, I was passionately singing along to that, and my "call the cops" sounded like a legitimate call for help. So my phone called the cops on me, and I knew I shouldn't have got the white iPhone. Narcast bitch. I do have an iPhone. Actually, I got an Apple Watch too. You guys, smartwatches, Apple Watches, anybody? It's kind of cool. Like, it tracks my steps and shit, which I don't really use that much, but it's a thing. I found out that an Apple Watch like can't tell the difference between taking steps and masturbation. Can't tell the difference. It's fucking identical to my Apple Watch. Well, the way that I found that out is I got left home alone one day, and I had to explain how I took 15,000 steps, but I walked 0.07 miles. Nobody believed that I just take really tiny steps. Like the math doesn't even add up on that. Shoot. You guys, they told me to just write jokes about things that I know about. So here's 2 more jokes about masturbation. I recently bought lotion, but I bought the same kind of lotion that my mom bought when I was in high school. So now masturbating is nostalgic. See, some of you guys are laughing, and some of you don't know what nostalgia is. You guys had a friend that was in the Army. When he got out of the Army, he came back and lived with me for a while. He had developed like the weirdest fetish while he was in there. He had started masturbating with his feet. Yeah. It's like the weirdest thing I've ever accidentally walked in on before. I just thought he was doing yoga at first. Turns out it's totally normal for amputees. You guys, the worst part of that story, he was only missing one arm. Like, dude, just go lefty. It doesn't feel right. Oh, shit. You guys, I run the risk of telling too many masturbation jokes in a row. We're up to like 3 right now. You guys want 1 more? Yeah, you do? Okay, cool. I think we already established this that I do, but who likes to smoke weed? Yeah. Fuck yeah. And who likes to masturbate? Oh, yeah. And who likes to smoke weed and masturbate at the same time? Yeah. I mean, not at the same time, one then the other, you know what I mean? Like, you get high and then masturbate. Like, it's great. I recommend it. If you have the opportunity, give it a try. If you don't like it, kill yourself. There's nothing left to live for, because that is pinnacle life, you guys. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I did this the other day, though. So I got really high, and then like I got on my phone, but instead of like going to like Pornhub or something, I just Googled masturbate. That's how my brain works when I'm really high. Then I spend the next hour reading the Wikipedia article about masturbation. That's also how my brain works when I'm really high. Learn some weird things, you guys. Wikipedia has its own separate page for hand jobs and like fingering and masturbation. And all these things have different pages. Like, that's not weird to anybody else. Like, these shouldn't be subsections in some greater like hand job like art. You know what I mean? Like, they're all their own pages. I'm reading the hand job article, as you will, because I always talk about my sweet hand job skills. Just like I use it as a gender neutral term, right? Like I think anybody with junk can get a hand job. Like doesn't matter either way, right? But the Wikipedia article says specifically.
If you guys
that a
can hear
hand
me,
job is
I'm
a
currently
person
watching
manually
Josh
stimulating
Lynch trying to
another
pick up a
man's penis
girl
with their
at the
hand.
pool table. He's talking to
I've
her.
been bragging about my sweet hand job skills.
He's putting his stuff out there. It doesn't look like it's
somebody
hitting
else
him.
is gonna put that shit together and be like,
Oh wait, he's making a move.
Zach's always talking about his sweet hand.
Oh
job
no,
skills.
she's beating him up with the cue stick
It
right
says here
now.
on Wikipedia that it's specifically a person stimulating.
Josh,
another
don't
man's
do
penis
it, buddy.
I guess I just don't want people thinking I've jerked off more dudes than I've actually jerked off. Do you know what I mean? That's like my one problem with that scenario. I don't know. Do you guys know what this sweet hand signal is? Who said it? Who said it first? You did? That makes sense. Have you ever done that to somebody? Don't ever do that to anybody, dude. Well, here, look, I'm not against fingering an asshole, right? I'm just like, I've had my finger in lots of assholes, but it's rarely my pinky. First of all, this is just like not an efficient like way to do it. Like you bottom out on that knuckle before you get any good penetration. Plus, you want your fingertips up, right? Trust me, you want your fingertips up. So it's not like I don't have solutions, but if you have to, I think it's this. Because you've got your fingertips up, you get here, but then you also have your thumb for here. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. This isn't really a joke so much as like a public service announcement. I was trying to tell you guys I know about my sweet hand job skills. Like, you know what? If you want to take a note, take that home with you. Just have some fun with that, I guess. You guys, my friend told me he's a comedian. He was getting on. He was telling me that like when a woman squirts, it's just pee. You guys heard someone say that? But not fucking true. I was like, dude, that's bullshit, man. That's not what pee tastes like. Yeah, of course. Come on. Don't ask me questions you don't want the answers to. You guys, I don't really talk about my size too much in any of my like jokes. Like, it's not necessary that I'm, a larger than average human being. We'll put it that way. I don't like to address it very much. There's never like it's never been something I identify myself as. Like, I've never gone by like Big Zach, but people will they'll put that on me for like no apparent reason. They'll call me Big Zach. This one time, this girl Mary kept calling me Big Zach, and I was like, look, like you don't have to call me Big Zach. You can just call me Zach. It's fine. And then she kept calling me Big Zach anyways. I was like, look, don't call me Big Zach. I'm the only Zach here. If you just say Zach, I'll know you're talking to me. It's not like I call you Ugly Mary. Fucking Mary left right after that. I don't know. I don't really just like talking about my size too much. I guess it goes back to when I was like 9 years old. I was always a really big kid. I weighed like 100 pounds at like 9, which is like really big for a 9-year-old. And my dad, I told you we get back to him. He sucked. He was an asshole. He got really mad about like how big I was, so he like drugged me in the bathroom, like put me in front of the mirror, made me take my shirt off and look at myself in the mirror while he yelled at me about how disgusting I was.
You went and talked to her?
So I thought that was kind of fucked up, right?
You went and talked to her?
I really wanted to like fix
And
that,
then
though.
engaged?
You know, like get over
I
it,
don't
you know,
know.
deal with
The
it.
chick I was hitting on
But I'm really
outside.
like an eye for an eye kind of person.
The one that outside?
So like I took my
And she
dad,
went,
I
oh,
dragged him to
my
that same
fiance's
bathroom.
coming back to take
I took his shirt off and I yelled at him about how disgusting he was.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that's like a horrible thing
Yeah,
to
they're
do
taking
to an
this.
old man that just can't defend himself anymore. But it's really not as bad as it sounds because my dad's been dead for 3 years. Yeah, the family that lives at our old house now is really disturbed by it, though. Because my parents told me I could do anything I wanted to when I grew up, but they sure changed their tune at my trial. Weird clap. Threw me off a little bit. You guys, I've noticed a lot of job titles will tell you exactly what the job is, right? Like an electrician does shit with electricity, right? Makes sense. Some job titles are vague. Like I used to work at a call center and I told people I was an account specialist, and it doesn't actually mean anything at all. And then some job titles are intentionally vague, like you're trying to hide what you're actually doing. Like I used to tell people I was a sawdust relocation engineer when I really just swept the floors. Or like when I was the head recycler at Planned Parenthood. Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to laugh at it either, guys. You're just up here saying shit. Man. You guys, I like serial killers. Anybody else? Used to? You stopped? Weird. Do you have a favorite? Ed Gein. That's my favorite too. Ed Gein, like he's really like, as far as serial killers, he's kind of the coolest one. Parts of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Silence of the Lambs, and Psycho are all based on shit he did in real life. Like pretty fucked up, right? But he had the best sense of humor. He's clearly the funniest serial killer. Like he had a nipple belt. You guys know what a nipple belt is? No? It's exactly what it fucking sounds like. It's like a series of human nipples sewn together into a belt. That's like obviously a joke, right? You think he was just walking around one day? He's like, man, my pants keep falling down. Really got to get something to hold them up. Got all these nipples laying around. I don't think that was an invention of necessity. I think that was a joke, you guys. He had an armchair made out of human arms. An armchair made out of human... The only way that gets to be more of a joke is if the legs were also human legs. Just like imagine him like nailing that together or whatever, like, it's an armchair! It had a human arm! Hey, Ma, you hear that? He had his mother's dead body in the... No. Not a good serial killer audience, I guess. I'm just going to move on from that shit to something else. You want to talk about more dicks?
Yeah.
At least one of you like to go that thing. I actually recently started sleeping with my weed dealer. Either that or I started getting free weed from a prostitute. Not entirely sure what I'm paying for there. I just know $20 for 2 grams of golden goat and a blowjob is a sweet deal. Yes, my friend told me she gets a dick pic every morning by like 10:30 in the morning. I was just like, why are you telling me this? She said, because I want you to stop. Because that is the only one of my jokes that I always clarify it is just a joke. I'll let that serial killer shit dangle. I don't care. But I do clarify I'm not just like a random dick pic kind of guy. I only send pictures of my dick to people that have seen it in real life previously. I only send pictures of my dick to people that have seen it in real life previously. I think it's a good rule, like my ex-wife or like my mom. Gross. I don't care. You guys, I want to try dating a woman who's had gastric bypass surgery. Everybody always thinks that's weird. It's like not a good idea. But I have a lot of good reasons for it. Like they're thin, but they give head like a fat chick. If you can get them to give you a blowjob before dinner, they'll be too full to eat anything. Plus, they have all that extra skin, and they really need a new suit. That one cracked you? That's awesome, yeah. People get more upset. I had a woman come up to me after that joke one time. I told that joke. She came up to me after the show. She was like, they would only be too full if they swallowed. I was like, yeah, I said they give head like a fat chick. People get more upset about that than the fucking skin thing usually, though. You guys, all I really want out of a woman when it comes down to it is a pretty crier. You guys know what a pretty crier is? It's like a woman that's pretty even when she cries. Like my ex was pretty when she cried. She looked all fucked up. Like, so I just want a pretty crier, because that's how she's going to be spending most of her time. I'm the one that's going to have to fucking look at her. You guys, I'm going to tell one more joke. Is that good? One more. My favorite joke to tell. After I finish this joke, I'm going to walk off stage and never say anything to you ever again. So I'm going to take this opportunity to thank you for coming out. Thanks for laughing, for being a good sport, for not wanting to fight me afterwards. All of that. It's fun times. I like doing this. It's my favorite thing to do. And that's why I'm going to tell you this last joke, and then I'm going to just walk away. And then your host will probably come back up here and say all the shit I just said, but fucking different or something. I've known a lot of women who have these love story movies that they'll like watch over and over and over again. Like my sister watched Grease like 100 times when we were kids, nonstop, right? And my last girlfriend's movie was Dirty Dancing. And I'm like a thoughtful, caring, loving person, obviously. So I wanted to give her that moment, you know, give her that experience. And I want you guys to kind of help me out here and set the mood of what I was trying to accomplish. So I put on that song, you know, and sing along with me. It's like, I've had the time of my life, and I've never felt this way before. And I swear it's the truth. And yeah. So that song's playing, right? And we make eye contact from across the room. Put my arms out straight in front of me. And she comes running straight at me, right? And then just like the classic scene in the movie, I gave her an abortion on a folding table with a dirty knife. Yeah. You goddamn dirty mules!